Hey guys, Graham here again from Out of Left Field. Hope you guys are having a great week. We're getting closer to Christmas. Baseball off season is in full swing as the winter meetings have kicked off, and a lot of big things have been happening. Things that actually we at Out of Left Field need your help on. So we talked about moves being made, Chris Sale possibly being moved. He gets moved to Boston this week. We've talked about Andrew McCutchen potentially going to the Washington Nationals. Breaking as of about 15 minutes before this video was recorded, Adam Eaton has now been traded to the Washington Nationals. White Sox clearly are selling off pieces. Jose Quintana is talking about possibly being a trade prospect. Todd Frazier may be going. A lot of pieces, I think, are going to be going out of Chicago very, very quickly as they have a fire sale trying to stock up for the future. Now, the Red Sox give up four big prospects: infielder Yoan Moncada, pitcher Michael Kopech, Luis Alexander Basabe, and Victor Diaz, who is another outfielder. So four big players, two of them top 25 prospects. Kopech is a guy that we discussed a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about the Red Sox. Has been clocked at 105 miles per hour, throws in the upper 90s. We saw him pitch in the Arizona Fall League All-Star game, pitched very well, a lot of heat, still needs some command work. We'll get into those guys when we break down the entire trade this show coming up. On the flip side, the Nationals make the move for Adam Eaton. They give up three players: pitcher Lucas Giolito, Ronaldo Lopez, and also Dane Dunning. Giolito is the number 3 prospect, a very good pitcher, touted very, very well. Clearly, Chicago stocking up on more pitchers. So the big question that we have with Adam Eaton going to Washington, he had a great rest of the year. He ended up batting 284, 362 on base, a 428 slugging, stole 14 bags, hit 14 long balls. So we know the Nationals give up 3 big pieces. Red Sox gave up 4 very, very big pieces of their farm system for one guy. I think we all believe that Chris Sale is going to be a huge piece for that team, especially after what happened last year. Would have loved to see this trade go down with Ortiz still there and a chance to make a run at the World Series in his final year. But granted, supply and demand, Sale was more needed at that point, so the price tag was going to be higher. But the question that we have for you, the fans, we need your help because we want to know what the pulse is of you guys out there looking at the Red Sox and the Nationals, or maybe even your own team who's trying to make a move. Would you be okay if your team traded away 3 or 4 very big pieces, prospects that you've groomed, draft picks that you used, for one guy who just might be the piece to put you over the top for one championship this year, maybe 2 in the case of Chris Sale, who's a very team-friendly deal for another couple of years? Or would you rather have your team hold off on the trade, keep the prospects for the possibility that you have a nice lengthy run that comes in the next 4 or 5 years once they make it to the big leagues? Okay, so we need your help with that question. It's very simple. Would you make the trade and give out the prospects, or hold off on the trade and keep those guys to give your team a better possibility for a longer run in the future? You can answer a couple of different ways. Obviously, hit us at Twitter at OOLeftField. You can email us, ooleftfield@gmail.com. Comment on the video on the YouTube channel. Just search Out of Left Field, hosted by Chris and Graham. Same way that you search for the Facebook page, Out of Left Field, hosted by Chris and Graham on Facebook, or the Out of Left Field baseball community. The community is going to be a big one. Why? We have a poll up there. So you can leave a comment, also answer the poll. Guys, please comment if you can. We want to use those comments in the show to get a real good feel of what you guys, not only what your opinion is, trade or don't trade, but why. And especially if there are certain players that you want to see traded from your team or not traded. So let us know. We got plenty of ways to respond. We look forward to getting your responses, and we will see you on the podcast coming up this week, where we answer this questions and a lot more things in the baseball winter meetings that come straight out of left field. We'll see you guys soon.